How are we doing? Are we going? Are we working? Is it working? Is it working? Is it going? Working there. How are we doing? Are we going? Are we working? Is it working? Is it working? Working there. How's it going? How you guys doing? Are we happening? Are we live? It looks like we are. Looks like we're going. It looks like we're going. All right, everybody. I'm just making sure everything's happening. Happy Throwdown Thursday, everybody. Thank you for coming out and tuning in. I'm just checking these different things. We're streaming to YouTube now as well. So I want to make sure that's working for the YouTubers out there. Hi, everybody. What's going on? What's going on? Wisconsin. Daryl, what's going on? Marta, what's going on? George, Kevin, Kent. All right. So it looks like we're working. It looks like it's working. Good Lord Almighty. The technology, I tell you, the technology. Pretty crazy. All right. I'm just going to warm up a little bit while we get a couple people tuning in. Looks like we got a couple folks. Kansas in the house. All right. Well, yeah, chime in. Tell me where you're from, where you're tuning in from. We'll try and get through this without any technical difficulties. I've been trying to get you guys the best sound and video as I can with my limited resources. So I hope that it's working out. Hope that it sounds good and it's looking all right. I know we had some camera focus issues last week. I've got a camera here that kind of auto focuses here and there. Boston in the house. Burbank in the house. So anyhow, and then the microphone thing is weird. I figured a couple things out. Reno, Nevada in the house. The microphone situation is a little strange. I'm going to have to keep experimenting with that. Basically, I've got a camera that has a microphone on it plugged into the computer. By the time it goes to the internet and comes into our houses via the internet, the sound gets a little bit wacky. What's up, Pam? NorCal in the house. So, well, thank you guys for tuning in. I got a cool show planned for you. I got a couple songs that I haven't done before. I've got some vinyl to share with you. I've got a Name That Riff to get a little harder every week. Gothenburg, Sweden in the house. Lancaster, California. All right, all right. Pennsylvania. So what I was planning on doing is a couple songs here in open E to start off with. Those of you that don't know, I've been doing some Skype lessons on the interweb here, Skype and Zoom. And I've got one of my students, just did a slide thing with him the other day, and we're doing some open E stuff. So I don't know how many of you guys, Italy in the house, Connecticut in the house, Virginia, Minneapolis. I don't know how many of you guys are guitar players or are interested in these kinds of things, but Open E is a great tuning to get started with playing slide. It's you basically tune to an E chord, so the strings are tuned E, B, E, G sharp, B, and E. And you get that, this is an E chord. You ain't got to do nothing, there it is. So, you know, to play another chord, you really, I mean, it's actually, you know, easy to kind of play certain things in an open tuning because you have a chord automatically. So it lends itself really well to learning how to play slide. And this is a Pyrex glass slide that I wear on my third finger, made by Dunlop. And anyhow, so I'm going to do a couple songs in open E for you. If you have any other questions about that, hit me up. Trying to keep my guitar chops up here in lockdown. Trying to keep my guitar chops happening. Been playing a lot of slide. So what I'm going to start off with, I don't know if you remember last week, I have a loop pedal down here that you can't see. And I already programmed in a little loop. I'm going to do a song called Walking in Circles, which I've played before, but now I'm going to play it to a loop. So I've already kind of prepared the rhythm part. Monterey, California. What's going on? And so I've already kind of played the rhythm guitar part into this pedal. It's going to come out through the amp, and I'm going to sing a song and play a little slide. And I'm just going to kind of get warmed up with this. So here's what the loop is. I played it earlier. I'll do a loop a little later on so you guys can kind of see how this works. But I already played the loop. The loop goes like this. Can you hear that? I already played that. It's just coming out of the amp, and it's just going to repeat that. And thankfully, with the 12-bar blues, I can do that and then just play and sing over it for the next however long I feel like playing. So there's the loop going for you right there. Well, I was walking in circles ever since the sun went down. Well, I've been walking in circles ever since the sun went down. Well, I've been worried about my baby. Yeah, you know she can't be found. Well, I was walking in circles, trying to find a straight line. Well, I was walking in circles, trying to find a straight line. A line that leads me to my baby. I got loving on my mind. Well, I was walking in circles till she called me on the phone. Yes, I was walking in circles till she called me on the phone. Yeah, I heard my baby's voice. You know, she said she's coming home. Walking in circles with the loop pedal, the magical loop pedal. I'll try and show you guys how that works a little later on. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. See everybody. Let's see who. Gin and tonic. All right. I like to see it. I like to see it. Hi from Germany. What's going on? Good to see everybody. Hello from Phoenix. Oh, hello, Lou Phoenix. Lou Phoenix, what's going on, buddy? All right. Well, as you can see, this is number 7, episode 7, which is hard to believe, isn't it? Hard to believe this is the 7th one of these that we have done. Sounds good. All right. Sounds good. I know that there's some things I'm going to work on to make this sound better for you guys. I appreciate you guys bearing with me. I'm trying to make it sound as good as I can, look as good as I can. I can't pan around a bunch of other crazy stuff, so hopefully it's entertaining as it is. I'm going to do another song in this key and in this tuning on the SG. SG, obviously, Gibson guitar, made famous by a lot of different players played SGs. Dwayne Allman, who's one of my huge slide influences, probably goes without saying after listening to that last song. Played an SG for a little bit in addition to a Les Paul. Frank Zappa played a Gibson SG. Of course, Angus Young from AC/DC played an SG. There's pictures of Lonnie Brooks, great Chicago blues man, playing an SG. Obviously, Tony Iommi from Black Sabbath, played an SG as well. It's a cool guitar. It's light. It's pretty thin. I don't know if you can see that. It's a very thin guitar, so it's a little bit lighter than a Les Paul, which is nice. I've got a couple of Seymour Duncan pickups in this. I've got it strung up with the action fairly high so that it's easier to play slide. And I'm going to do a song without the loop pedal. This is a song called People off of a record called Trouble at Your Door. I think I've played this once or twice. It's not the easiest song to play without the band. So yeah, once again, without the band, this is a big challenge. I want to give a shout out to the guys that I play with regularly. Jim Rankin on bass, miss you, buddy. Got a couple different drummers, Chuck Hamill, Anthony Ambrose, Austin Beatty, miss playing with you guys as well. And so we're going to do this without the band again. And I'll do another loop in a little bit and can play along with some loop stuff. So what's up? Hey Sal. All right, man. Thank you, brother. So I'm not sure if I can see comments on YouTube, unfortunately. So if you're on YouTube and you're trying to comment, I may not be able to actually see those comments. So I'm only seeing the comments on the Facebook feed. So anyhow, I digress. I'm going to play the song People for you, and hope you enjoy this without the band. Fearless, that's right. Gotta be fearless. Gotta be fearless. Brazil in the house. What's going on? All right, here's a little People for you. Fearless. All right, here we go. People, don't let it all get you down. I said now, people, you gotta cast your eyes up from the ground. Yeah, I know it ain't an easy thing. You gotta keep your ears to the sound. People, something's got a hold of you. I said now, people, that same old feel won't let you through. Yeah, only one way to go. And I know you know what you gotta do. What you gotta do. You gotta get it together. Time to make a stand, don't take a fall. Your choice is clear now. Face the truth and make a call. People, hate is gonna tear you apart. said, now people, you gotta find the love that's in your heart. Yeah, 'cause there's only one way to go. That's the only way to start. Yeah, but I know it's not an easy thing. That's the only way to start. Yeah, well, I know it's not an easy thing. That's the only way to start. People in Open E on the SG. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got Florida in the house. BluesFoundation.org. That's right. Well, thank you for reminding me, Daryl. I'm going to throw this up on the screen. This week's worthy cause is the Blues Foundation's Blues Musician Emergency Relief Fund, which is not something that I am personally drawing from, because there are a lot of musicians out there in the blues world that don't have the opportunity to stream live and do concerts and whatnot. So this is something that I'm supporting, and I hope that you guys support as well. You can see, you just need to go to blues.org, and you can help out there by donating to that. There's a couple different causes on the Blues Foundation website. And if you find another one there that you're interested in checking out, please do. Please do. But the Musician Emergency Relief Fund is up there. And that is my worthy cause of the week. And if you're not a member of the Blues Foundation, it's really easy to sign up. It's $25 for a year. That enables you to vote for the Blues Music Awards, which was just this last weekend, by the way. And I'd like to give a shout out to all the winners. A lot of these winners this year are friends of mine. Sugar Ray Rayford, who I toured with for a year, won a couple awards. We were nominated as Band of the Year when I was part of the band. We were nominated for Band of the Year, so that was cool. But Nick Moss Band got it, which is a friend of mine, and I'm a big supporter of Nick's. I've been a big fan of his for a long time, so congratulations, Nick. So a lot of good info there at blues.org if you want to pop on and check it out. There's a few different causes on there. There's the, I believe Play It Forward is on there. The Heart Fund is on there. But, you know, for those guys that can't get on the internet and stream and record shows and whatnot for tips, this is for them. I'm putting this up there for those guys that are unable to do that. The Blues Musician Emergency Relief Fund. So if in lieu of tips for myself, if you would like to tip those guys, I know that there's a lot of people that could use that money more than I can. So appreciate y'all doing that. I'll throw that info up there again momentarily. So that's my worthy cause of the week. Cat update. Our cats are doing good. We're taking them to the vet today for a little checkup. So both Boof and Puff are doing well. They're hanging in there. We've got a little bit of a heat wave going on here in Southern California. It's 85 degrees out there right now. And I got the window shut, no AC, because I care about you guys and the sound and all that. But yeah, we got it warm here in SoCal. I know other parts of the country are a little cooler than that. So I'm going to do something that I haven't done before, streaming. This is a very famous song written by Robert Johnson and covered by Cream, amongst many others. I'm going to play it a little more the Robert Johnson way, but I'm going to take the vocal stuff kind of from the Cream, Eric Clapton versions. It's a song called Crossroads Blues that Cream shortened to Crossroads. And an interesting thing about this song, not to get too nerdy, but that's part of the reason we're here is to geek out, is on the original Robert Johnson version, he doesn't go to what we refer to as the 5 chord. He stays on the 1 chord. So I might throw a little bit of that into this version. So here's a little Crossroads Blues for you. All right, yeah, looks like it's warm all over California. here we go. Let's see if we can get through this one. I went down to the crossroads, fell down on my knee. Went down to the crossroads, fell down on my knees. Ask the Lord above for mercy. Oh, take me if you please. I went down to the crossroads, tried to flag a ride. Down to the crossroads, tried to flag a ride. Well, nobody seemed to know me. Everybody just passed me by. Going down to Rosedale, take my right above my side. Going down to Rosedale, I'll take my right above my side. Oh, we can still barrel house, baby. Oh, down on the side. That's right. You can run, tell my friend Willie Brown. How you can run, tell my friend Bo Willie Brown. And I'll be standing at the crossroads, believe I'm sinking down. Crossroads Blues, little Robert Johnson for you. What key? Good question. Good question. What key? I'm in open G right now on the National Steel guitar. I'm not sure what the original's in. I know the Cream version's in A. I've got this thing in G. This guitar likes to be in G. It feels good in G. So I do things and maybe do a little slightly different tunings than I would normally. But G is the one that I'm digging. North Carolina in the house. Yeah, is there a birthday? Whose birthday is it? Let me see if I can figure it out. Is there a birthday in the house? Larry, what's going on, brother man? Nebraska's in the house. All right, well, if there's a birthday, someone throw up the birthday person's name. We'll say happy birthday to him. I'm going to do another song in this key. Another song in this key here. This is a song of mine called Rain Stomp, which I wrote during the drought. I played this once or twice over the last month or so. And I'm doing this, the original on the record. The record's called Dream Train. The original is in A. I'm going to play it in G. See if I can remember all the words. That's always a big challenge for me. I do have a virtual tip jar if you guys are so inclined. Of course, like I mentioned, I do have the Worthy Cause of the Week, which is going to the Blues Musicians Fund put on by the Blues Foundation. That is my Worthy Cause of the Week. So that's what I'm supporting this week. Utah in the house, Argentina in the house, Germany in the house. All right. Right on, everybody. And Brooke's birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, we got the rain stomp coming up for you right here. All right. Well, I ain't seen rain in 350 days. Now I hate you when you're 350 days. I got so to say. Well, the dirt so dry, make a rattlesnake weep and moan. You know the dirt so dry, make a rattlesnake weep and moan. Lord, have some mercy on our desert home. That's right. Just a few drops, Lord, that's how we'll live. Just a few drops, Lord, that's how we'll never rest. Lord, hear our prayer, Lord, we ain't gonna last. Ain't gonna last. Bring it down on me, that's right. Bring it down on me. Bring it down, Lord, down on me. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. The rain stomp. Little different arrangement for you there. The rain stomp in open G. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to switch up guitars right now. And we're going to do one of my favorite segments of the show. One of my favorite segments of the show. You know what time it is. It's this week's vinyl. Yes, indeed. I want to share with you some cool music that I've been listening to. I'm assuming most blues rock fans out there own at least one of these two records I'm about to share. And they're actually, I'll just give away a little bit of the secret here. Scotland in the house. Cheers, mate. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So most blues rock fans probably have at least one of these. And this is an incredible album. I can't imagine what it would have been like to be a kid when this came out. This came out before I was born. But it is Jimi Hendrix, Are You Experienced? Fantastic, amazing album. This is a used copy. I believe, and this is getting a little geeky here, this might be a first pressing. I don't remember if it is or not. It is a Reprise Records pressing. I don't know if you can see that. If there's any geeks out there that know if this is a first pressing of this record or not. But I got this quite a long time ago at a record store in Santa Barbara, California. And what's kind of cool about some of these records, and I don't know if you can see this, but there's a sticker on the back from the people that actually bought the album. I know that devalues it a little bit, but this album right here was owned by the Finchers. This little sticker says "Music Soothes," and it's got a picture of a woman playing a guitar and a little identifier. So I'm not sure who the Finchers are, but thank you for selling this record to a record store, and thus I bought it. A lot of great songs on this record. I don't know. I mean, this is pretty much all songs that you've all heard that have all become classics for the most part. Purple Haze, Manic Depression, Hey Joe, Love or Confusion, May This Be Love, I Don't Live Today. That's just side one. Side two, Wind Cries Mary, Fire, Third Stone from the Sun, Foxy Lady, and Are You Experienced? So what an amazing record. If you haven't listened to this recently, give it a spin, whether it's a CD or a tape or whatever. But the vinyl is kind of what I've been digging. Awesome record. And on that same note, this is not an original pressing, I know that much, but this is one of my other favorite Hendrix records. This is with a completely different rhythm section, and this is recorded over, I believe, 4 shows on New Year's Eve, I think 69 into 70, the Hendrix Band of Gypsies album. I don't know if any of you guys are hip to this. This is an amazing album. Billy Cox on bass, Buddy Miles on drums and vocals, and there's only 6 songs on here, but they're all spectacular. Some of Hendrix's best guitar playing is on this record. So it starts out with a song called Who Knows, Machine Gun, and that's side one. Who Knows is 9 minutes and 34 seconds long, and Machine Gun is 12 minutes and 38 seconds long. Not exactly radio hits. Side two, Changes, Buddy Miles tune, Power of Soul, Message to Love, and We Gotta Live Together. Band of Gypsies, live, Hendrix, absolutely stunning album. So if you haven't checked this out and you're a fan of amazing blues rock guitar, this is definitely one to check out. So those are my vinyl picks of the week. My vinyl picks of the week. What are you listening to? Go ahead and throw it in the comments. Like I said, every week I go back through the comments and read all about it. You got anything that you've been listening to? Let me know. Let me know. So on that note, on that same note, I'm going to attempt one of the songs off of Are You Experienced? Without a band and without a bunch of sound effects, unfortunately, but I will try and do it for you here because once again, I'm fearless on Throwdown Thursdays. I'm going to try out the title track of Are You Experienced? And I'm going to play with the loop pedal. I'm going to show you how the loop pedal works here. East, West, The Police. So I'm going to try and set up a little loop right here. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Are You Experienced? They've got like a backwards drum beat going through the song and some weird scratching. Sounds like that. So I'm going to try and get a little loop of that going on. And then I might add like a little chord to it. See if I can get that to kind of repeat. And then we'll see if we can get the song going. So there's the rhythm. So there's my loop. I'm just going to let that roll. If you can just get your mind together, then come on across to me. We'll hold hands and we'll watch the sunrise from the bottom of the sea. Well, first, are you experienced? Have you ever been experienced? Well, I have. And I know you're probably gonna scream and cry that your little world won't let you go. But who in your measly little world are you trying to prove? You're made out of gold and can't be sold down. First are you experience? Have you ever been experienced? Well, I have. Let me prove it to you. Trumpets and violins I can hear in the distance. Know they're calling our name. Maybe now you can't hear them, but you will. Just take hold of my hand. But are you experienced? Have you ever been experienced? Not necessarily stone, but beautiful. Put a little delay on there too, just cause. Are you experienced? Live on Throwdown Thursdays. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? It is episode 7, everybody. Episode 7. Hope everybody has been safe, keeping yourselves occupied. Wish I could be playing gigs free out there in the world, but you know, what are you going to do? We're just trying to be safe. All right. Well, thank you guys for the kind words. See, you guys are listening to some Jay Giles. Hey, Jody, what's going on? Quick hi. Thank you much. Oh, well, Daryl, good question, man. Name That Riff is coming up right now. I just wanted to let you guys know one more time about the worthy cause of the week. But it is time for worthy cause for Name That Riff. It's time for Name That Riff. Daryl was right. So this is how Name That Riff works. I'm going to play a riff from a song. The last couple of weeks have been well-known songs. The winner last week was Charlie Green, No Relation to Me. And Charlie guessed right. We did a Led Zeppelin song last week. This week, I'm going to do a riff, and this is how it works. I'm going to play a riff, and then the first person whose name I see pop up on this computer screen with the correct band and song name. That's all you need, but I need both in the same post, and please spell them correctly out of respect for these bands and the riffs. So riff of the week, I need band and song name. I'll play the riff. I'll even maybe play a little bit more of the song once somebody guesses it correctly. I cannot see, I don't believe, comments on YouTube as they pop up here, unfortunately. So I'm doing this from the fan page. The fan page is what I'm going off of right now. So here we go. Riff of the week. Are you guys ready? You have your fingers on the keyboards. Fingers on the keyboards. Riff of the week. Coming up. Just in time for the guy with the lawnmower outside. So, all right, here we go. So you guys ready? You guys ready? All right, Darren's ready. I'm sure Daryl's ready. All right, you guys, riff of the week. Name of the band and the song. I don't need the album. I don't need what side of the album. I just need the name of the band spelled correctly, the name of the song spelled correctly. First one to show up in the comments. And I will double check the comments on the fan page as well, just to make sure. Let me just make sure I could see. I don't want someone to feel like they missed out. Now, a lot of this also has to do with your internet connection. So if you hit return and it comes up after somebody else did, I'm sorry. It is what it is. It is what it is, as they say. So, all right, let's see. Here we go. All right, riff of the week. Throwdown Thursdays. Let me stretch it out. All right, riff of the week. That's the riff of the week, and I am now patiently waiting. Patiently, nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Who's got it? Who's got it? I know sometimes the comments take a little bit to... Oh, Larry Rodriguez. Larry Rodriguez. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Larry Rodriguez. Yes, sir. Larry, you have bragging rights for the week, sir. That is your prize. The Trooper by Iron Maiden is the riff of the week, the song of the week. Name that song, name that riff. I see some other guesses in there. Some of them are kind of close. Ola, you got close. The Trooper by Maiden. Daryl, you were there, but Larry was in there before you, according to this. Run to the Hills. You got the right band, wrong name. But there you go. Congratulations, Larry. You got riff of the week. One of the great heavy metal songs from the early 80s. That's on our album called Peace of Mind. Great song, great guitar harmonies, a Thin Lizzy. Or Maiden even said they were influenced by a band called Wishbone Ash as well. But yeah, that's a there's a cool part. It's a galloping song, so it's got a kind of a galloping thing. Although Led Zeppelin had a galloping song. I don't remember how the Achilles' Last Stand, I believe. Good galloping tune. And then the Iron Maiden song has a great guitar harmony. And the lower part. Anyhow, congratulations, Larry. You have bragging rights. Bragging rights for the week. That is correct, sir. Well done. Well done. All right, there is the virtual tip jar information, y'all. And I do appreciate anything and everything you guys are willing to throw our way. This goes to groceries and cat visits to the vet and whatnot. So appreciate all of that. As far as tips for me go, and again, this week's worthy cause is the Blues Foundation Musician Emergency Relief Fund. This is going to go to other musicians out there that aren't able to go live on the Facebook, as it were, or don't have the technology to do this and play for tips. So this week's worthy cause is the Blues Foundation Blues Musician Emergency Relief Fund. So that's what it is. I'm going to do one more segment before I play my last couple of tunes for you guys. I noticed today that I've got a bunch of guitar picks lying around. I've been collecting guitar picks since I was fairly young, and so I've always this is my newest version of my pick. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's got my name on it right there, and then it's got a little emoji of me on the other side there. So that's my pick, but I've got a couple that are just lying around in here in my collection that are cool. I'm going to share a couple of those with you that I've got. This one, I was friends with Warren Haynes' guitar tech, Brian Farmer, before he passed away. So I've got a few Warren Haynes guitar picks. This is a stage played Warren Haynes guitar pick. It's just got his autograph on one side that's been printed on it, and then it's got Dunlop on the other side. I know the camera's kind of going in and out of focus there, but I thought this would be kind of cool to share with you guys, a stage played Warren Haynes guitar pick. And I've got a couple others here that are the same player but two different bands. And the guitar player's name is Steve Morse. And I've kind of know Steve a little bit. The Alan Parsons Live Project, whom I toured with for 7 years, opened a few shows for Deep Purple during the time I was in the band. So I got to know Steve a little bit and his guitar tech. And so I've got, this is a stage played Steve Morse Deep Purple guitar pick. It Steve's autograph on the back there, and it's got the Deep Purple logo on the front. So that's a cool one. This is stage played as well, so got to be careful with those. And then this is another Steve Morse pick. When the Dixie Dregs did a reunion tour, and I have a few of these lying around. It just says Dregs on one side. I know it's a little blurry. Let me see how that works. And then the other side, it says Ernie Ball, who is the string company that most of us play their strings, Ernie Ball strings. So anyhow, a little, yes, it is. It could be a new segment. My gauge, that's a good question, Daryl, for the guitar geeks. I use a very thick, heavy pick. I believe it's 1.1 millimeters. I don't know if you can't really see that. But in comparison to Steve's uses pretty thin picks. This is really geeky. But yeah, he's got very thin picks. I couldn't use one like that, and I use pretty thick ones. So anyhow, guitar pick collection geek stuff for you guys. A little guitar geekiness. Why not? Why not? So I have some information there in case you have an account on YouTube. I am streaming this on YouTube as well, and I'm going to be putting some other content on YouTube. If you have a YouTube account, please head over to my YouTube page and give it a follow. I'm going to be starting to put some stuff up on there and eventually sharing it to the fan page. But in the meantime, I'd appreciate it if you guys could check that out. If you're on Instagram or Twitter, please give those a follow as well. So there's that information. The information is also in the post, or should be in the post, or I'll put it in the post at some point. And yeah, appreciate all of those likes and whatnot. So I'm going to do a couple more songs for you guys. I'm in drop D now on the acoustic. This is a cover song. I've done this once before, but it's been a little bit, and I want to do it again. This is a Michael Burke song called Strange Feeling that I recorded on the Trouble at Your Door record. And I played a blues festival in Sonora, California, gosh, a long time ago, 2011 maybe. And he was there, and I got to hang out with him a little bit, do a little bit of playing with him. And Nick Moss, that's where I met Nick Moss, was at this Fire on the Mountain festival. And Michael was a great guitar player, great vocalist. He's got a bunch of great albums on Alligator Records, and he sadly passed away. And he was such a nice guy. And after he passed, and I was making this record, I was like, well, man, we should do one of his songs, kind of in tribute to him. So this is a song called "Strange Feeling," and he actually plays slide guitar on this song on his version. I decided to not play slide, just to do it a little bit different, and I do it in a little bit different key. So this is a song called "Strange Feeling" by Michael Burks. I got a strange feeling the woman is doing me wrong. But I got a strange feeling my woman isn't doing me wrong. She don't love me the way she used to, and all my money's gone. Well, you said you used to love me, love me to the end of time. Yeah, you said you used to love me, love me to the end of time. Yeah, but you don't come on the way you used to, and I'm home all alone. I'm home all alone all the time, baby. I'm gonna write you a letter, put it on the bed where I used to lay. I'm gonna write you a letter, put it on the bed where I used to lay. Yeah, then I'm gonna take all of my money, go on my separate way, going on my separate way now. I'm out of here. Strange Feeling by the late, great Michael Burks. What a sweetheart. What an incredible musician. Go check out his records. That's all I can say. If you haven't checked out his records, please do. All right, you guys, we are winding down here. We got time for another song. Tuning for you guys. Hey, Tom. Yeah, well, I could do a pick segment. I got to go dig up my pick collection, though. Thank you for sharing the tip jar information, Black Girl Media. Thank you so much. We do have a virtual tip jar. I'll throw that out there one more time for you guys in the event you want to help buy some cat food. So as always, I'll either start with this song or end with this song until I decide not to, I guess. But this is a new song. This is the theme song of Throwdown Thursdays, and it's from my upcoming record, on Tab Benoit's Whiskey Bayou Records. This is Living Today. This is the theme song. It pretty much sums up how I feel, what's going on now. I wrote this song before any of the lockdown happened, any of the COVIDness happened, and but now, you know, that all this is going on, this song resonates even more, and I'm going to play that for you. Once again, you guys, I'm going to throw out the worthy cause of the week, which is the Blues Foundation Blues Musician Emergency Relief Fund. That's for people that don't have the opportunity to come live and play for you, whether or not they possess the technology or whatnot. So, and even if you don't contribute to that cause, please go to blues.org just and check it out in general. And if you feel like you want to join the Blues Foundation, it's $25 for the year. That enables you to vote for the Blues Music Awards. And once again, congratulations to all the winners. That was held on Sunday. So congratulations, all Blues Music Award winners and nominees, you know. And I was honored this year to be part of the Sugar Ray Rayford Band that was nominated for Band of the Year. So that was cool. That was my first time, so hopefully not the last. But congratulations to all the winners. So yeah, head over to blues.org when you have a chance, and just check out some of the information that they got up on there. And once again, that is my worthy cause of the week. I'll probably revisit this. I'll probably start revisiting some of the worthy causes, just so that I don't get too many out there. I don't want, you know, to scatter the word too much. But anyhow, thank you guys. Tuning is overrated. I know. I'm tuning for you guys. I'm tuning for you guys. I can play out of tune all day here at the house. Iron Man. Maybe I'll make that one of the riffs of the week. And maybe we'll do the pick collection every week as well. Durango, Colorado, tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. All right. Well, you know, I'll do Bayou Mile probably next week. I'm trying to break it up a little bit. So once again, the vinyl that I shared this week was Jimi Hendrix, Band of Gypsies, and Are You Experienced? That was the vinyl of the week. And this week's riff of the week winner, name that riff winner, is Larry Rodriguez, good friend of mine. And of course, he got it because he's a huge Iron Maiden fan, as am I. And the riff of the week was The Trooper. If you missed that, you can go back and scroll and check that out. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to do one more tune and get out of here. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me every Thursday. Tell your friends. Share the post. If there's something you want to hear, I will try and get to some more requests next time around. So thank you again, everybody, for being here. Well, I know you can feel it. Well, I can feel it too. Well, I know you can feel it. Ain't nothing wrong with you. The whole world's gone crazy. The whole world's gone mad. Everybody feel uneasy. Everyone feeling sad. Remember to let your love shine through. Remember to let your love shine through. Well, I know you can see it. Well, I can see it too. Well, I know you can see it. Everyone's got the blues. The whole world's gone crazy. The whole world's gone mad. Everybody feels uneasy. Everyone feeling sad. Remember to let your love shine through. Remember to let your love shine through. It ain't easy living today, but our love will find a way. episode number 7. Number 7. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. All right, Sharon, I just shared the tip jar info there. Oh, that is a comment from YouTube. I can get comments from YouTube. Very cool, very cool, very cool. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Chris File, how are you, my friend? Good to see you guys. Thank you. Greetings from Germany. All right, you guys, I'm going to tune out, tune off, turn off, go take a nap. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate the tips. We'll do it again next week. Next week, episode 8, assuming we still have electricity and everything. So, and if you guys want, we'll continue the guitar pick collection. Maybe I'll just pick one per week so I don't have to go through my collection too quickly. So thanks again, everybody. Please, you can scroll back through and check out the worthy cause of the week, which was the Blues Foundation Musician Emergency Fund for those guys and gals that can't get online and do this kind of stuff. So there's that. And then please follow me on all the other social media outlets as well. And yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd appreciate that. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week. And be safe out there. Be good to each other. And yeah, thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate seeing all of you guys from all over the world for Throwdown Thursdays. All right, y'all. Be good. We'll see you next week.